fiction, do not take it very seriously, keep it as fan fiction. The rain pounded against the window, a steady rhythm that echoed through the cozy apartment. Jeon, Jungkook and Taeyong, once bitter rivals in high school, found themselves in an unlikely situation, forced into arranged marriage by the insistent family who have been friends for years and decided to turn the friendship to relation by tying their kids together with each other. The initial tension between Jungkook and Taeyong was level, like a thought bursting ready to snap at any moment. The union was a battlefield of clashing personalities and unresolved animosity. Jungkook, with his sharp features and piercing gaze, exuded an air of confidence that bordered on arrogance. He was meticulous, ensuring every item in the apartment was precisely where it belonged. His clean feet tendency often drove Taeyong crazy, especially when he had arranged the mess the latter had created by organizing it. You know, Jungkook, not everyone finds satisfaction in color-coded bookshelves and perfectly aligned cushions. Some of us prefer a little chaos. Taeyong sighed, his voice filled with a playful exaggeration. His long wavy hair fell over his eyes as he adjusted his oversized sweater, a stark contrast to Jungkook's crisp tailored shirt. Chaos is an excuse for laziness, Taeyong. A place for everything and everything in its place. That's the only way to live. Jungkook's voice was deep, commanding, his eyes narrowing slightly as he spoke to Taeyong, his unfortunate wife. Taeyong rolled his eyes, a gesture that only made Jungkook's jaw clench. Well, Mr. Perfectionist, I guess we will just have to agree to disagree. Now, if you will excuse me, I have better things to do than argue about the interior designs of your apartment. Oops, my bad, our apartment. As Taeyong turned to leave, a stack of magazines he had carelessly placed on the coffee table toppled over, causing him to curse under his breath. Jungkook smirked, his smug expression irritating Taeyong further. You know, it's a wonder you have not broken every dish in the kitchen with your clumsiness. Maybe you should consider being more like me, paying attention to your surroundings. Oh, please, Jungkook. I had rather break a few dishes than live like a robot. Life is too short to worry about every little details like you. Taeyong's retort was swift, his cheeks flushing slightly as he gathered the scattered magazines. The bickering continued, a familiar dance they had practiced over the years. Despite their differences, there was an undeniable spark between them, a tension that kept them entangled in each other's lives. As the days turned into weeks, their arguments became a strange form of intimacy, each learning to anticipate the other's move. One evening, after a particularly heated debate about politics, the tension escalated into a full-blown argument. You just don't get it, do you? Your privileged life has blinded you to the struggles of the less fortunate. Taeyong shouted, his eyes flashing with anger. And you, with your idealistic view, are too naive to see the reality of the world. Jungkook shot back, his voice rising to match the Taeyong's intensity. The argument culminated in a heated standoff, both refusing to back down. Their faces were mere inches apart, breath mingling in the charged air. In a sudden, impulsive move, Taeyong closed the gap, his lips pressing against Jungkook in a kiss that was equal parts anger and desire. Jungkook, taken aback, froze for a moment before responding, his hands gripping Taeyong's hips tightly. As they pulled apart breathless, Taeyong's eyes widened in realization. I shouldn't have done that. He turned to flee, his heart pounding in his chest. Jungkook, torn between his pride and surging attraction, stood rooted. Wait, he called out, his voice hoarse. Taeyong paused, his hand on a knockdown and looked back, his face expression mix of hope and apprehension. What? What now do you want? Perhaps we should discuss like the rational adults. Jungkook suggested, his voice steady, though his heart pounded with uncertainty. They agreed to put their difference aside and make the magic marriage work for their families, at least, if not for themselves. Over the following weeks, the atmosphere in the apartment shifted. The bickering continued, but it was laced with the newfound awareness of each other's presence. The interaction became a delicate dance, each step calculated yet filled with the intensity that had been gathering up. One steamy afternoon, the heat outside reveling the tension within, Taeyong and Jungkook found themselves in the usual battle for the bathroom. Come on, Taeyong, I was here first, you can get your turn, argued. But I have a meeting in an hour, I need to freshen up. You know, I can't stand being late. Taeyong whined, his eyes pleading. Fine, but next time, remember to set your alarm earlier. Jungkook relented, stepping aside with a huff. Taeyong rushed into the bathroom, his movements hurried at the strip of his clothes, tossing them in the laundry basket with a little regard for order. The shower soon filled with the sound of water hitting tight and the soft humming of Taeyong, a rare moment of peace in the chaotic relationship. God. Jungkook left, waiting, could not shake the image of Taeyong's slender form disappearing behind the bathroom wall. He found himself drawn to the laundry basket, a mix of curiosity, and something more primal tugging at him. He approached the basket, his heart racing as he spotted a pair of Taeyong's panties hanging off the side. The vibrant color, a stark contrast to the white cotton. Without conscious thought, Jungkook reached out, his finger tracing the soft fabric. He lifted them to his face, inhaling deeply. He closed his eyes and he saw the Taeyong's face. It was a mixture of lavender, something uniquely Taeyong, as candle scent shivers down Jungkook's spine. He nuzzled to the fabric, his breath quickening as he imagined the curve had traced. Taeyong, he whispered, his voice hoarse with desire. He pressed the tea against his nose, inhaling again and let his hand wander down, rubbing through the pan. The thought of Taeyong, his spouse, wearing these panties beneath his clothes was almost too much to bear. Mind flooded with Taeyong's images, sinful here and there. He imagined Taeyong's eyes, usually so full with mischief, clouded with desire as he surrendered to Jungkook's touch. The thought of claiming those lips, tasting the sweetness he had only briefly sampled during their unexpected kisses, drove him wild as he drove himself through his pan, his breath coming in rare gasps. He pictured Taeyong's dash, small and perfect, straining against the fabric of his shirt. He wondered if they were soft as they appeared. His fingers itched to kiss them, to feel Taeyong arch to his touch. Jungkook groaned, his body trembling as he imagined Taeyong's dash, those full lips parted in ecstasy. He pictured himself peeling off Taeyong's clothes, revealing the smooth, creamy skin of his body. The thought of tasting every inch of his body, mapping his lover's dash points with his tongue, made Jungkook's head spin. His hands moved faster, his grip tightening as he imagined Taeyong's slender finger tangled in the shorts. He wanted to hear those dash, to feel Taeyong's tremble and beneath him, to be the one to drive his lover to the brink of madness. Jungkook, but the Taeyong's voice startled and briefly interrupted Jungkook's fantasy, snapping him out of that. He had stepped out of the bathroom, clad only in the towel, his head damp and clinging to his neck, his eyes widen as he took in the scene before him, standing there, dash in hand, his body taut with desire. Jungkook find the words. Taeyong's eyes flickered with pride and something akin to amusement. Well, looks like someone could not wait. Jungkook's pride kicked in. I was just, curious? That's all, nothing more. As he tried to regain his composure, Jungkook, Taeyong took a step forward, his eyes never leaving Jungkook's. Curious about what, I wonder? Jungkook's throat went dry as Taeyong said enveloped him, a mix of warm skin and lingering skin. Your skin, perhaps. It's intriguing. Taeyong's lips curved into a mischievous smile. And what else piqued your curiosity, Mr. John? Jungkook's gaze dropped to Taeyong's chest, the towel barely containing his modesty. I wonder about your body if it feels as soft as it seems. A soft circle escaped Taeyong's lip, and here I thought you were all about keeping things clean and proper. Seems like you have eyesight after all. Jungkook's eyes flashed with determination. Maybe I do, and maybe I want to explore it with you. Hmm? Taeyong's breath hitched as Jungkook took a step forward, closing the distance between them. And what if I said yes? Jungkook's heart hammered in his chest as he reached out his finger, brushing Taeyong's damp hand behind his ear. And then I had to say, we had wasted no time pretending we don't want each other. And with that, Jungkook claimed Taeyong's lip. His touch felt gentle. Taeyong melted into the kiss, his hands finding their way to Jungkook's waist, pulling him closer. A towel fell away, revealing Taeyong's body, lit and perfect, just as Taeyong had imagined. Jungkook had imagined. Their kisses grew more and then exposing each other's mouths with hunger that had been building far too long. Hands roamed, learning the contours of familiar yet uncharted territory. Jungkook's touch was reverent as he traced the line of Taeyong's body, his fingers mapping the curves and valleys that had haunted his dream always. Taeyong's breath caught as Jungkook's lips trailed down his neck, leaving a trail of kisses. Jungkook dashed, he read, his head falling back to ground better access. Jungkook's hand cupped Taeyong's dash, his thumb brushing over the center's peak, delighting a gasp. You are so beautiful, he whispered, his voice hoarse with desire. Please, Jungkook. Taeyong pleaded, his voice arching into Jungkook's touch. I need you. Jungkook's response was to lift Taeyong and carry him to the bedroom, where they continued their exploration. Clothes were discarded, hand roamed freely, learning and relishing each new discovery. Jungkook's mouth found Taeyong's dash, sucking and teasing until Taeyong was breathing. Dash mess beneath him, just like he imagined. Jungkook, please. Taeyong begged, his finger digging into Jungkook's shoulder. Dash me now. Jungkook, his control slipping. He dashed himself and dashed forward, feeling Taeyong in one swift motion. Taeyong's cry of pleasure filled the room, his body existing to the Jungkook. Dash feels so good. Jungkook growled, his voice strained as he fought for control. Hands guided Jungkook's movement, urging him on. Please, I want to dash you, all of you, Jungkook. Please. Jungkook obliged, his dash becoming more urgent, his body slack with desire, sweet sweat, as he moved within Taeyong's. Taeyong's dash cries filled the air, a symphony of pleasure that drove Jungkook wild. Dash me, Jungkook, Taeyong pleaded, his hand reaching beneath them to dash himself. I want to dash with you, dash. Imi. Jungkook's finger joined Taeyong's, their hand moving in unison and caressing as their body moved together in symphony. The pace quickened, the breath coming in short gasps until they both tumbled over the edge, crying out in each other's name in a chorus of pleasure. As their hands flowed, the breathing returned to normal. They lay tangled in each other's arms and their bodies glistening with sweat and afterglow of the lovemaking. I think we just had our first real conversation, Taeyong said, his voice soft and content. Jungkook smiled, his thumb tracing patterns on Taeyong's bare shoulder. I think you're right, and it's about time we have some conversation. The rain outside continued to fall, but inside, a different kind of storm had passed, leaving in its wake a newfound understanding and a love that has no boundaries. Thank you, everyone. That's it for today. The one shot. I hope you all like it. Please subscribe, like, share. I will see you all in next video. Please turn on your notification bell and please do comment whatever your wishes. We will comply with it. Thank you. Your supports matter. And